Good afternoon. Welcome to the Professor Dor Show. Here is nearly 4 p.m. in Nairobi, the capital city of Kenya. Hope your day was okay. Mine has been okay. Waiting for the weekend. And it's also end month. I'm sure you have earned your salary or money from your hustle. And you are doing very well. So today's topic is very interesting. The Republican Party and at crossroads. I must admit from the word go, I'm a big fan of Donald Trump. From 2016, when he came down the escalator and gave his vision of America, I've always been his fan. But now the Republican Party is at crossroads because they lost the 2020 election, an election in my view that they would have easily won. But I don't know what happened. Then now, their front runner, Donald Trump, the person I really admire, has a big lead, but is in a lot of legal quagmire. Quagmire in the sense that I've never seen a human being face so many cases. Here in Kenya, I've had leaders face cases, but they're never. That's a big legal mountain that Donald Trump needs to climb or defeat. So me, I was asking myself, the Republican Party, what is the average Republican Party thinking, voter thinking? Because you have here candidates, from the top of my head, you have Vivek Ramaswamy, you have Nick Haley, Tim Scott, DeSantos, and then you also have, I've written them here, let me read them. The major one, you have Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, Mike Pence, Vivek Ramaswamy, Nick Haley, Tim Scott. Then the other ones, they don't really figure. They are 0. 0.1. I don't know what percent. I don't even know how they are. If you are in an election and you are not hitting over 5%, you just need to step out of the race and leave the ones over 10% to continue because you're wasting people's time. So why is the Republican Party at crossroads? You have Donald Trump, who, in my view, is a good candidate. He could be the president of any country, preferably now America superpower. But he has many cases, they have said. So what does the Republican Party do? So me, what I'm going to do, as a fan of Donald Trump, and I like the Republican Party, I like their vision, their agenda, because when they say American first, it also means our countries also start focusing on ourselves. We can do one-on-one deals with America, like our country can do one-on-one deals with America and benefit. As opposed to these multilateral deals, which only favor the strongest country. If we are doing a bilateral deal with Kenya and America, we'll benefit. We give them what they want, they also give us what we want. It's a win-win for everyone. That's why I support the Republican Party agenda. So now, the Republican Party is at crossroads. You have 6 strong candidates. Donald Trump, DeSantis, Ron DeSantis, Mike Pence, Vivek Ramaswamy, Nick Haley, and Tim Scott. Those are 6 strong candidates. All of them have pros and cons. They have their advantages, disadvantages. So for the next few weeks, I'll be looking at least those candidates. I'll be analyzing them, looking at their pros and their cons. So that means I'll be doing research. I'll be looking at a candidate, get information about them. I look at what they have done before and how can they benefit America, and on the other hand, what are their negative, and also how, if they're elected as voters, how are they good for the whole world? Like, for example, President Nick Haley, according to her philosophy, her vision, her foreign affairs policy, international policy. How is she going to benefit African countries? That's what I'm going to be looking at. One, how the president is good for the Republican Party, the candidate. Two, how the president is good for America, American First Agenda. Three, how the president is good for the rest of the world, international policy. So that's why I'm saying America at crossroads. So just when I look at the race now, the Republican Party candidates are all over. Vivek Ramaswamy is a Donald Trump copycat. Nick Haley is a paper tiger. Tim Scott thinks this is a Senate race. Ron DeSantis, the one I thought he was going to be the front runner, he has turned into, he's missing in action. He has gone missing in action. In America, they say MIA, has gone missing in action. You even have to check his name all the time, because it cannot come into my head like Donald Trump, Vivek Ramaswamy, Nick Haley. He's missing. The other one is Mike Pence. Mike Pence, Republican base is not happy with him. They felt they did not stand with Trump when it matters. And I remember I said in one of my videos, a traitor is not a good person. You must always be loyal. Once a person is a traitor, avoid them like the plague. A traitor will always betray you, not once, not twice, but 3 times. So in other words, a traitor must never be trusted. Once someone betrays you, don't trust them. No matter what they tell you, don't trust them. That's Mike Pence. The other one is Donald Trump, legal problems. He has legal problems from here to Timbuktu. I don't know how the man is going to overcome those. And these legal problems, they are political, yes, unfortunately. So he has to fight them politically and legally. That is his. And also his other weakness is communication. He talks too much. He should have just let his lawyers handle these cases. That is his problem. Had he listened to advice when he lost the election, he would not be in these legal problems. He would have just said, okay, you have just be. I'm sure the advisors told him, President Donald Trump, you have lost the election. Whether it was fair or not, you have lost. What you will have done, you will have just congratulated Biden and gone and relaxed. And now when Biden begins to mess, he comes. You will not have any problem. The only legal problem will have been the issue of the Trump University. And that was a small case. He will have just paid whoever was complaining money. But now he's in serious legal problems. You know, this legal, they can just wait at the night before the election, the day next to the election, and announce that they're finding him guilty or charging him. That will be the end. And Democrats will win in a landslide that has never been seen before in America. That's why I'm saying the Republican Party at crossroads. So me, what I'm going to do in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to analyze each candidate, because I've always supported Donald Trump. If it was in America, I would vote. And who I would vote for, I'll still vote for Donald Trump. But now he's illegal. He has allowed his enemies to put him in a corner. Always operate on the doctrine of Churchill. In the World War II, when England was facing Germany, England never allowed Germany to put it in a corner. It fought very hard. And that's why Germany had to turn and invade Soviet Union, because England had become a dangerous foe. And also they were an island. So Churchill had this doctrine: you fight to the last man. But Trump allowed himself to be put in a corner. The Churchill doctrine: don't be put in a corner by your opponent. Always be a step ahead. So through his steps and missteps, he has put himself in a corner. That's why I'm saying the Republican Party at crossroads. So for the next 2 weeks, I'll be talking about the various candidates, their pros and cons, and their probabilities to win the nomination, the GOP nomination, and also to be the president. Any one of these candidates in the Republican Party, when well packaged, they will defeat Biden. But if they have baggage like Trump, it will be 50-50. But any other candidate will beat Biden hands down. Take that to the bank. Whoever the Republican Party nominates, as long as he doesn't have any legal baggage, he'll win that election because there will be no distraction. So this is Professor Duor. So if you like what I'm saying, you don't support this channel going forward, send something in my mobile phone in the description there. My number is there, 0769 729 I repeat again, 0769 729 You can send through the mobile phone. You can send through whatever links you have, Swift, whatever. You can still send them to my mobile number. That is Josiah Oduor. I write there my mobile number, and my full name is Josiah Oduor Maima. I just put there my mobile number. As long as you send that, you just come to me. Yes, so you can send any amount you want to support this channel. And with those words, I just want to say Gwaheri. Gwaheri means goodbye. Gwaheri and Gwaheri Konana, and have a splendid weekend. Thank you.